Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Before I get started today, I'm going to go ahead and clear the air. Okay guys, how's everybody today? I am pumped for this one. We have an energy update for singles. What you need to know, what's coming in, what are the energies, what needs to be worked on, etc. We're going to touch on all kinds of stuff like this. And if you are in a couple right now, if you are in a relationship, there could be some good relationship advice in here for you. Messages for that even. So anyways, please do remember that this is a general reading and not a personal one. So there's absolutely no reason to take anything personally here. If it doesn't resonate with you, just choose a different group or go check out one of my other videos because maybe this time the messages aren't for you. So that being said, we have 3 groups here for you to choose from. We have group 1 with the blue rose quartz. We have group 2 with the labradorite puffy heart here, which has like a really great flash in it. And we have group 3 with the Herkimer diamond. So do whatever it takes to meditate and choose which group is calling to you. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this. For those of you who picked our blue rose quartz, this is a stone I just picked up recently. It's actually a rare form of rose quartz. This is going to be your reading. Let's see what comes up. What advice, what is it that you need to know right now? So we have the Princess of Gems or the Page of Pentacles with the ingenue. We have toil and labor. We have Mars action. We have spirit symbol. We have the situation will improve, and we have stop and breathe. So I'm totally getting a sense from this group here, okay, that a lot of you are a bit anxious, wondering when, a new beginning is going to happen, when, if you are single, definitely you are waiting for that new beginning. But I feel like for this group in particular, there's still some more action and there's still a lot more work that needs to be done with yourself before this occurs. Because we have the situation will improve. So there's a few things that we're going to get into here that need to be worked on. And part of that is just taking action. I feel like for some of you, you've been waiting for, a relationship to fall in your lap. It's not going to happen that way. It's like you're going to have to put the work in, put yourself out there. You're going to have to realize that in order to find the perfect person for you, who is your perfect match made in heaven, it's like you're going to have to date a little bit. You're going to have to meet more people because you're going to have to, basically what I want to say is you're going to have to kiss a few frogs before you get to the prince. It's not something that for this group that is just going to poof magic, you get the perfect relationship handed to you in your lap. No. And then for the people who are couples here, there is definitely, if you've been kind of in a funk spot right now, there needs to be some more action and some work. Like you guys need to come together and have, you need to communicate better. You need to sit down and talk about the things that are bothering you. You need to figure out exactly what each of you wants, because maybe you guys are kind of in this, maybe your relationship started out really hot, heavy, and passionate, and now it's starting to fizzle out, which every relationship has this, honeymoon phase at the beginning where everything is just totally beautiful and great and all that. But then, it takes work after that. It's like you can't be lazy. Okay, you're going to have to put forth effort on both sides, not just one side. If you're doing all the work and your partner's just sitting on their ass, no, 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 no. You need to freaking speak up and say, this is not the way. I want to be treated fairly. There needs to be more equality here, okay? And so for our singles here, definitely it says stop and breathe. Reality is shaped by what we believe. Take a deep breath, reassess and realign. Let go of what doesn't help the situation. Because I feel like for the singles out there, definitely there has been, maybe you've been repeating patterns, where you expected a different result, but you keep doing the same thing over and over again and nothing is changing. There is a need to definitely step out of that comfort zone that you've been in for a while and try something new. I feel like there's a new avenue, a new aspect that you need to take, a brand new beginning here in which that is going to, that's going to lead you to meeting more people that are on your wavelength. You know what I'm saying? So let's take a look and dig deeper into this. The Page of Pentacles here, which is the ingenue. And also I feel like for some of you, your person straight up that you're going to meet in the future here, you meet through your work. Okay. I feel like it's really important for this group, like for some of you, to definitely pour yourself into your job, into your work, and work on yourself, working on your fitness, just work. Because when you're doing this, not only are you going to be improving your own status and your own health or whatnot, but this speeds up the time and like helps you to get your mind off, oh shit, I'm single. You know what I mean? It's like you need to pour yourself and realize there are other aspects of your life that need attention right now. Okay. And I feel like when you're like in this zone and you're working on that, that's when you're going to meet somebody, and it's going to be when you least expect it, I feel like as well. There is definitely a need to, with the Mars action card, desire, impulses, courage, force, heat, strength, competition, workouts, excitement, thirst, impatience, anger, leadership, engine, potency, willpower, motor, and sex drive. I feel like a lot of you probably have like really high sex drive. You have a lot of desire. You have a lot of passion within you. But in this situation, it's going to require, definite work, courage, what's weird is like that workouts is totally popping out. Why do I feel like for some of you, you can actually meet somebody at the gym, which is really interesting. But no matter what, you guys, you just keep working on what you need to work on. And I'm going to get into this card in a second because the situation is going to improve and everything's going to work out. Don't sweat the small stuff. So let's take a look at the ingenue here. And with this one, the message with this card is really interesting because it says, the Princess of Gems prepares to, hold on one second. Yeah, okay. Princess of Gems prepares to play a flute she has made in a garden she has planted. See what I'm saying? You need to put the work in for yourself and what it is you want in your life first, because this is part of the process of your soul's journey, to lead you to your relationship, okay? So many city dwellers in her kingdom think she is naive and unsophisticated. But those who know that we all live off the land see her clearly as being one with the world that gives her life. She is not afraid of getting her hands dirty or of any honest work. She loves and communicates with the plants and animals and the spirit in all things, even gems and rocks. She is wealthy because she knows how to live off the land and how to get what she wants. She is sensuality personified. Nice. You will soon encounter or explore in your life the qualities of a person like the Princess of Gems. Be practical, persevere, and trust your natural instincts. Don't be afraid of seeming naive or unsophisticated. A new partner will be down to earth, good with his or her hands, and or able to create wealth in some way. The communication of practical information and or useful skills will aid you in your search for true love. A new business idea could evolve that A new business idea could evolve. The process will create loyal and supportive relationships. Your work or career is very important now. A hands-on person who is connected with your business interests may become your new love interest. There it is, you guys. Jeez. You may work together for money, charity, or on hobbies and crafts such as home renovation, gardening, pets, or classes may also improve your love life in many ways. So some of you, this has to do with school, taking classes, continuing education credits. I just feel like this relationship is definitely through work, no doubt about it. We have the Spirit symbol card and we have the Mars card. And actually, normally with these zodiac cards, I don't really read the book interpretation of these, but for some reason on this one, I really want to read it. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this and see what Mars has to say here. What is the message with Mars? Very interesting. So, by the way, I'm just going to call out the zodiac signs that I'm seeing here on the top of the page for this, and it says Aries and Scorpio. And we have a very interesting retrograde, 10 weeks to every 2 years. So I'm feeling like 687 days is mentioned here too. So 10 weeks, 2 years, 687 days could have something to do with the meeting of your person, okay? So Mars is a go-getter and a bit of a bully, the head chef in a heated kitchen and a conqueror of nations, the boss of your personal army, and a bodybuilder flexing its muscles. Whoa, and I was talking about the gym thing, and this is obviously why I'm being called to this, to read this. Flexing its muscles. Mars brings an abundance of physical energy to the task at hand and really, really, really wants to win. Ruler of the adrenals, Mars regulates the fight and flight impulse. In our charts, it shows us what we are most passionate about, as well as how we channel our anger, what gets us riled up, and how we express the energy of conflict. Where there is injustice, it's the activists taking to the streets in protest, shouting for a shakeup of the status quo. Mars burns with desire, demands satisfaction, urges us to cut to the chase, in business, in our thinking, and in bed. Mars knows what it needs and isn't afraid to ask for it, isn't afraid of much. Where Mars gets us into trouble is where wanting meets taking, with no buffer to cool our jets and take others' tender, vulnerable needs into account. So when you pull this particular card, it's saying Mars is asking you to lean into a conflict rather than choosing to turn the other cheek. Remember, when there has been a transgression, anger is a valid response. Who is being harmed and how? What is wrong with this picture? Rather than lash out, distill the crude oil of your indignation into petrol that fuels your passion. Arm yourself with the facts and take action to put things right, but from a place of righteousness rather than the need to win. Imagine that you are the hero and that the dragon must be slain for the peace and prosperity of all. So I feel like, okay, something about the Mars transit, but also straight up with the Mars placement in our natal charts. Look to see where yours is and what's going on with the transits with this. Because I feel like the person that's coming in here is definitely going to be somebody you are very sexually attracted to, because that is what our Mars can tell us. And it's just like, our sex and our libido, how we deal with these things, okay? But I definitely feel like you're going to be very, very attracted to this person. And I see those boxing gloves, and it really makes me think that fitness has an underlying thing to do with this, like big time. So then we have our soul symbol, our spirit symbol, which is card 7, by the way. And with this one, I'm going to read the relationship message here. And it says, you could develop stronger bonds with people on your wavelength. Holy shit. Someone watching over you from the heavens could send you a special new love interest, which will change your life dramatically if that's what you need to continue to your next life chapter. Relationships not working now could suddenly end as you search for deeper meaning to your life and deeper soul connection. So for those of you who are actually hemming and hawing about the relationship you're in, if you are in one right now, there could be a change coming up for that, okay? So, and I just have to mention, I feel like I need to read, since this was very career related, I'm going to read this career finance message here. The period ahead could see you change career from out of the blue. This card has a strong energy towards careers which serve or help others. So moving into those areas will see strong spiritual growth and enrich your life. The suffering of those less fortunate could point to lots more charitable work as well as paid job opportunities in the future. You don't need to be overly concerned about finance. The focus now is on your true destiny and what you're meant to be doing with your life from now on. So that's what this has to do with. So this meeting of this person too is definitely part of, your soul's purpose, your soul's journey, what's coming up for you. Definitely, I feel like, work and job and really working on yourself at this time is very important. And if you are coupled in a relationship right now, you guys really need to communicate more strong. I feel like for some of you, you might want to take up like a fitness, start working out together. That could be like a way that you actually have time to spend with one another. And it's a great way to bond things. Plus, straight up, if you're a couple and you're working out with somebody, it's kind of like a little bit like foreplay sometimes. Trust me, because you get all sweaty and, you're, especially if you're spotting each other, it's like you're checking each other's bodies out. It just gets you kind of hot. Okay. Especially if you are enjoying being with your partner there. So, and this is just a reminder, what you need to work on for yourself is to just always stop and breathe. And remember that your reality is shaped by what you believe. Okay. Let go of things that are not working for you right now. And things are definitely going to improve here in the future for you. You can't give up, and you can't just sit around waiting for it to fall in your lap. You have to take the action and go out there and get it and make things work. Okay, guys? So that's it. That's all I have for this group. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notifications. In the drop-down box, there's information on my Patreon where I post all kinds of bonus content, where you could book readings as well. Also, booking information and social media information is below as well. Thank you guys for being with me, and I will catch you next time. For those of you who picked group 2 with our Labradorite puffy heart here, I love that flash. It's great. Anyways, this is going to be your reading. So let's see what advice, what info you need to know here. Oh, wow. So we have the Ace of Wings or the Ace of Swords with Triumph. We have marriage. Damn. We have the 10th house with a reputation. We have yin and yang. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, there's a little feather. Look at that. Wow. This is blessed by the heavens, this union, definitely. We have big happy changes. Oh my goodness, this is an awesome one. And then some personal self-love advice we have is listen to feedback. Nothing can make you feel small unless you allow it. What you take from feedback and how you respond is entirely within your control. So let's take a look at this deeper here. So obviously, I feel like there's a brand new beginning coming for this group. If you are single, obviously, you have somebody who's going to be coming in here with quite the reputation. It could definitely have to do, this is so weird. We have this kind of energy showing up again, where this could have to do with your career, okay? You somehow meet through career, through some kind of, or you can, how do I explain this? Through your workplace and where you work, okay? There could be a building that, where you work, and there's other buildings surrounding it. There could be different businesses within the building itself, and this person works within the same building. You guys could actually be at like some kind of continuing like seminar or some kind of convention for your job when you run into this person and you meet this person. This person, I feel like, also has some sort of achievement under their belt. They definitely have some, they're very, they have notoriety. They have a bit of fame, possibly. They could be an authority figure of some kind. And even this person could be somebody who's a bit of a legacy within their company or whatever. In other words, they could actually work for a family corporation or business, and they are going to be the ones that are going to take over when their parents retire or their parent retires. something like this, or you end up getting a job through a company or a business or whatever, where you're actually a legacy there because your family members or your brother, your sister, your mom or your dad or something like this work for this company. And this is how you get the connections to get in there. And they really liked, your relative or whatever. And so therefore you're kind of like continuing on that legacy. Also, for some of you, you could be starting school and you're going to university for your career. And when you go to college, you are in fact a legacy there because your family went to that school, or you're going to join a group on campus or something where your parents were part of that group too, and now you're the legacy carrying it on, whatnot. Obviously, you've got a relationship coming in. There's big happy changes on the horizon here. It's going to be extremely triumphant. I feel like also, considering we have responsibilities listed here and we have this Ace of Swords energy, with this relationship is going to become some responsibilities, okay? In that you have a role to play and fulfill with this partner in particular because of who they are, okay? This could even have something to do with politics or a law firm or something like this, or business in general, because we have Capricorn energy here with that 10th house. Obviously, if you guys are already in a relationship, it looks like you're going to be getting married to this person, clearly. And also, when it comes to whether you're coupled or you're single, when it comes to this relationship in particular, people are going to give you advice and feedback. Because remember how I said there's going to be some kind of, role to fill or whatever? Somebody's going to come along and they're going to give you some feedback as to what to do in these situations or whatever. And you might feel a little bit like, well, why are you telling me what to do here or something like this? Well, there's a reason for it. And you need to listen to the feedback and critiques and things like this that you're getting, because straight up your actions, your reactions and things like this could actually affect your mate's reputation, okay, in their career. So there is a need to turn on the PR, and really work that, very charming side of yourself, that, well-mannered side of yourself, because your actions will reflect on your partner, okay? And this could be, vice versa, okay? So you could actually be in a career like this where your chosen partner can affect your career. So this is where the feedback comes in, and then it says nothing can make you feel small unless you allow it. Also, for some of you, your partner, your future fiance here, your marriage partner, might have a mother-in-law or a father-in-law or a sister or brother who's extremely critical and like trying to freaking, be the boss of the show and trying to control your, the plans for your future and things like this. Nothing can make you feel small unless you allow it. Okay. How you respond to this is entirely within your control. And let me tell you, you can control it. Voice your opinion and do it with diplomacy and integrity and class. Okay. Definitely handle it in this situation. So, all right, we're going to take a look at this Ace of Wings, and I'm going to give you a little bit of feedback on that one and see what the message is here with this, so we can go a little bit further here. And it says, you have the right idea. Let it focus you and organize your life accordingly, and you will manifest the exact kind of relationship you want, as long as you don't get obsessive. Keep thinking the way you've been thinking. Ask the important questions of everyone, especially of yourself. And this is where you're going to get some feedback. So, there's a difference between criticism and constructive criticism. Know the difference here, okay? That's what I feel. So keep thinking the way you've been thinking. Ask the important questions of everyone, especially of yourself. Let long-term goals and major principles enable you to make your relationships all they can be. You will have knowledge and the wisdom and willpower to apply it. Read a great self-help book and a brilliant new idea will reveal itself. Your life's unique purpose may even become crystal clear. And this definitely is career related, obviously. So speaking of that career, let's read a little what the message is with this 10th house here. Let's see what it has to say, because obviously this is going to be something to do with career. The 10th house is asking you to trust in your own self-sufficiency. What would it take for you to believe that you truly have got this and that nothing and no one can take away the wisdom gained from the life skills you have mastered? Anywhere there is self-doubt, remember that you are the CEO of your own life and that you get to call the shots. Exactly what's going on right here in this card too. Feel free to consult with your personal board of directors, such as family, friends, mentors, and teachers. But ultimately, it's your prerogative, to make whatever decisions are in service of taking whatever next step is most aligned with your soul purpose, okay? So yes, these two definitely go together. That's amazing. So let's take a look at that yin and yang card here. So this is card 30. Obviously, you guys are very like perfect mates in that, you know, you're the embodiment of masculine and feminine energy. You guys definitely, like, your strengths are their weaknesses. Your weaknesses are their strengths. So you definitely complement each other like completely. I kind of want to read this card too to you because I'm really curious what it says. So this is the balance of life and major life decisions. So the relationship message is: a match made in heaven is foretold for those searching for soulmates. Time is ripe for love. Intuition is extremely high, and you could find yourself at the right place at the exact right time to meet new love interests. A time of harmony around households is best for your well-being and is easily obtainable with this powerful symbol card. Yin and Yang is all about loving in harmony with nature and the universe, and that balance can be achieved now. Expect some unusual and wonderful teachers to manifest and welcome them into your life or your family. Oh my gosh, that is fucking amazing, you guys. Holy shit. So don't forget though, in order for everything to, like, you know, you got to put yourself out there, definitely, you know. It's like, you know, authority figure, legacy, purpose. You have to have glorious purpose, okay? You're burdened with glorious purpose here, big time. You're definitely reaching a pinnacle within your career stuff when you meet this person too. It's one of those kind of moments in life where, you know, we have like everything's cyclical, and you're definitely in the upswing here when you meet this person. So with the big happy changes, I'm really curious. I want to take a peek at this really quick and see what it says. Very curious. Okay, big positive changes are coming into your life. You may find yourself in a new career path, entering a new relationship, or moving to a new home or city. Embrace these exciting events, knowing that your angels will be beside you all the way. What you are asking about may require you to take leaps of faith that seem frightening or beyond your ability. Trust that the opportunities before you are meant to bring you happiness. These options would not have presented themselves unless you were ready for them. Release your fears and follow your heart. So for some of you, definitely meeting this person comes with a great big shift and a change. Maybe you're finishing up college and you're going to be moving into a completely new area where you don't know anybody, and you're going to be starting a new job, a new career. So it's a little bit frightening and stuff at first, but don't worry. You're going to be fine. You're going to meet new friends. I mean, look at this. This is so fucking positive and so great and very triumphant. You're going to be doing great. Take good care of yourself at this time as well. And don't be afraid of the changes, because these changes are coming because they're meant to come into your life. They're meant to happen because it's part of your, your journey, your North Node life purpose, you guys. So anyways, that's it. That's all I have for this group. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notification. In the drop-down box, there's information on my Patreon, where you can also book readings through my Patreon now. Plus, there is another way to book with me as well, and that is the only way to book with me outside Patreon, okay? We have the social media information down below as well if you're interested in checking that out. And I thank you guys so much for being with me today, and I will catch you next time. Hey, for those of you who picked group 3 with the Herkimer Diamond, this is going to be your reading. Let's do this. Let's see what's coming up. All right. Oh, wow. We have the Emperor energy with power. We have courthouse. Oh, my God. Oh, this is interesting. We have Taurus, the bombshell. We have the Sun card. We have success. And we have heal. This is for your self-love advice here with heal. And it says, wounds need to be acknowledged before they can heal, especially those unseen. Give yourself the time, space, whatever is necessary to regain your wholeness. So this is something that needs to be worked on, obviously, before any relationship can come in, okay? There needs to be some heals and some healing and some wounds, that needs to be taken care of. You need to address things that, because I feel like if you're trying to bury some pain or something that's happened to you was like a bad experience or something, it's going to come back and rear its ugly head, and you're going to carry that energy on into this new relationship, and that's not going to work in your favor. It's going to fuck it all up. So there's definitely a need to release this and take care of it before, and admit that, hey, this is a slippery slope part of my life that needs to be addressed. I need to confront this pain. I need to let it go, because I don't want to carry this into the unhealthiness into a new relationship, because it won't end well if you do that. In fact, it could ruin a very good relationship, because I feel like there is some very powerful, very positive energy here, very fiery energy too. So because we have the Emperor, and the Emperor is Aries energy, of course. We have the Sun here, and this is very, whenever I see the Sun card, I always think Leo, and we are in Leo season right now. So this could give us a little bit of a hint to some of you might actually meet your person like soon if you haven't already. And then we have Taurus, the bombshell. So this is very earthy energy, and also very sexy, very sensual kind of an energy here as well. Some of you might be Aries, some of you might be Tauruses as well. But there's still some, I feel like you had a bad breakup, or straight up for some of you could have had a divorce, where it was kind of a really rough thing that you went through, but you have to make sure you're completely healed from that before you continue on, okay? Because you don't need to be bringing that ex's baggage into your shit now, okay? It's time to let that go. So for the singles out here, I feel like you have a very powerful person that's coming in here. They could work within the courthouse or, the judicial system. They could be a judge. They could be a lawyer of some kind. Most definitely. You guys, for some of you, you might even get married eventually at the courthouse. Not everybody does big, obnoxious weddings. Some of us do courthouse weddings, and usually those ones are the ones that actually last. So, but anyway, I feel like you have a very interesting, very successful, very powerful kind of a relationship coming in, okay? And it's going to be very grounding, like earthy, practical, steadfast, productive, fertile, tactile, ampile, worthy, ripe, pleasure-seeking, sensuous, blossoming, solid, possessive, tenacious, loyal, patient, and deliberate. Patient is coming up here. You absolutely have got to be patient in this whole process here, okay? What's meant for you will be for you. And, it's not going to pass you by if it's something that was truly meant for you, and it's meant to be. I feel like you have nothing but success, and the sun is shining down on you coming up here. I mean, this person who is coming in, they're a mature individual. They're very, very well known in their field of expertise. They've got connections. I feel like they think you are a bombshell, like totally fucking hot. And I feel like they're good looking too. And you guys were meant to know, you're meant to heal one another as well, okay? This is that kind of relationship where, where things have been so shitty in the past, okay? And you've had a lot of rough relationships and, things that have not, been so great. But this one is the one where it's like, this is it. It's like, it's very healing. This is your Juno person, I feel like, for a lot of you, okay? They're here to help you to heal past wounds, past life pain, and things like this, okay? But you still have to be doing that yourself before you even meet this person, okay? There still needs to be some work that you need to do here. But with that Emperor energy, Again, we have Aries energy here for sure. So let's take a look at the Emperor here and see what he has to say. And this will give us a little bit more background on your person here. So the Emperor shows his son a former battlefield where he defeated the 4 kings who are now his loyal representatives. They both carry half a shield, a symbol of the desire for peace that marks all great rulers, but they hold weapons too, just in case. Have no doubt that you will make true love appear in your life. The Emperor commands it, and he is the boss of bosses. So for some of you, this could be your boss even, okay? In your quest for love, expect either to meet or be a person who exemplifies some or all of the qualities of the Emperor. Authority, strength, aggressive for noble purpose, proud and confident from genuine accomplishment. It will accompany a big improvement in your status and maybe even your wealth. Nice. A relationship opportunity might present itself with an authority figure of some kind, maybe at work with someone in management, holy shit, or someone who is influential in your career. Wow. It might also involve an older person, perhaps even a sort of student-teacher situation. In any case, a team may be formed that has the potential to be powerful, motivated, and successful. If you are in a relationship, you and or your partner will respect each other's power and be able to put together the resources and connections to accomplish great things for your relationship. Be aware that displays of strength may create strong physical attractions and or vibrant, sexy encounters. If so, then you must call the shots and don't take no for an answer. Interesting stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at the message with the bombshell card here, with the Taurus card. Where are we? We are way at the front of the book. Okay, so with this one, and I have to, these are some of the keywords, but there's also full, receptive, gorgeous, rooted, grounded, posh, placid, materialistic, languid, gentle, valuable, permanent, hoarding, obstinate, and inflexible. Of course, Tauruses and Aries alike can be very fucking stubborn. So just saying. So, with this one, so, and I really feel like this is career related, and it's kind of funny this was talking about this because the second house is Taurus's house, and this is where you make your money. Okay, this is the money house. So very interesting. So with this one, it's really interesting, and I don't know why I feel like I have to say this, but there is a city associated with this, and it is Rome. Very interesting. So style. I don't know why I want to read this too. Comfortable luxury, classic denim, cowboy boots, silk blouses, and camelback coats. Very interesting. So when this card comes up, it says Taurus means it's time to get back to the basics of love and self-worth. What feels delicious right now? Confront any signs of scarcity mentality and explore what's holding you back from believing in life's endless buffet. Try to simply want what feels good to want and move toward it. This is prime feasting energy, and you're asked to celebrate the sensual in all forms: scents, sights, taste, touches, and smells. You don't have to do anything at all right now. Simply lie back and appreciate the treats. So obviously, there is a need to make sure, like during this whole process, that you are having me time and you are enjoying yourself, loving life, because I feel like that kind of an attitude is definitely going to attract this person, and they're going to find it way hot, okay? That very earthy, that very sexy, sensual kind of, joie de vivre kind of, attitude is definitely very appealing to this person. So they're going to find it way sexy, okay? Some of you might be very attracted to that kind of a vibe as well. So let's take a look at the Sun card here and see what it has to say. And by the way, if you're in a relationship and already, relationship advice here is to do this. Enjoy this kind of, thing where you're engaging all the senses with your partner, okay? Have a little sensory play going on there. You know what I mean? So we have card 28 here with the Sun, which is a fabulous card. And with this here, it says growth in personal relationships, newfound optimism and enthusiasm, and the relationship message is, this is a wonderful period for emotional happiness around your whole family. If single, this card indicates the beginnings of a strong new relationship. Existing relationships see positive growth and fertility is at an all-time high. Children may bring double happiness and the greatest joy into your world. So, if you're in a couple, if you're not trying to get pregnant, just be careful because guess what? You could end up pregnante, okay, with a baby. So, yeah. And then we have the success card, which is fucking fantastic. I mean, come on. You guys have got it going on. Congratulations, you are on the road to success. You needn't have any reservations about your situation. It's going to work out beautifully. Part of living a successful life is taking care of yourself. Yes, it's wonderful to have many things to be grateful for, but make sure you don't wear yourself down by working too hard. Take time to enjoy peace in your life. Yes. So I feel like some of you could actually be in like law school right now, or you're thinking about going into that. And that's going to be tough work. It's always hard, you know, because we go to university first, then we go into law school. And sometimes it's really hard to get into like good law schools. And so you're going to be working your butt off. Just make sure that you're taking good care of yourself and you are enjoying the fruits of your labor. And make sure you take time to put yourself at ease because, you know, you don't want to get the worry freaking face on all the time where it's like you get the little, the frown lines between your freaking eyes. It's like, I want to say you're too young for that shit. So please make sure you're taking time out for yourself to enjoy. You know, you've got plenty of fucking time ahead to be a ball buster, but sometimes you need to really fucking just pamper the fucking shit out of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's it. That's all I have for this group. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notification. In the drop-down box, there's information on how to join my Patreon, where you can actually book readings through my Patreon, as well as my booking information, and my social media. It's all down below. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead and take good care of yourself, and I will catch you next time. Bye.